Hello everyone and welcome to another science video of the Massachusetts Regional Library. I'm Miss Stephanie, one of the children's librarians, and today we're going to have some slime time. And we're going to make two different types of slime today. We're going to make this nice sand slime, and then we were going to make a nice fluffy slime. And so you're going to need a good amount of ingredients for these slimes. And I'm just going to go move over and just let you know, but fortunately you probably can find most of these around your house. You'll need some water and some plastic utensils to stir, some measuring cups, some tablespoons. I got a couple so I wouldn't have to keep washing them in between the different ingredients. About a cup of sand, some aluminum foil tins. These are great because once you make the slime in them, you can just throw them away. Some shaving cream, contact lens solution, food coloring, baking soda, cornstarch, dish soap, and some Elmer's glue. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to start with our sand slime. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to put the sand in this aluminum tin. So pour that in there. And then next thing we're going to do is we're going to measure the cornstarch. We're going to put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in there. So let me get this out so you can see me measuring it. So here we go. So if it's a little full, you can just move it on the edge to make it smoother. So we got 1. We're getting a little too much. There we go. 2. And 3. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix my dry ingredients together, get them really mixed up well. And like there's a couple lumps that I'm just going to chop up with my knife in here too. And so you'll know that it's well blended when you can kind of not see the lumps of the cornstarch anymore. So I'm just going to move it all together. And then once I do that, we're going to put in our wet ingredients. All right. Good, the white's blending in with the sand a bit better. Alright, and there's some right here. We'll get this. Alright, and it will continue. If it's okay, there's a few lumps left. When we put the wet ingredients in, that should help get rid of some of them as well. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is add in 2 tablespoons of dish soap. So here is my dish soap. It helps if I open the thing, right? So we got 1. And we got 2. Put that aside. Just let the extra dish soap get in there. And then to get it out, I'm going to use the same one to put my water in. So let me pour some water in here. You just need 1 tablespoon of water. So I'm going to pour that in there. And then, let's see, it wasn't quite enough, so I'm going to actually put some more water in there. Alright, and now that I put that aside, and then we'll get to add our food coloring. I'm going to make purple. So I'll take a few drops of the blue, sprinkle them around. Then I'll take a few drops of the red, sprinkle them around. Alright, and then I'm going to mix everything together, and hopefully we'll have a chemical reaction that will make everything mold together to make our sand slime. So, and the thing is, like, the thing about science is you may not get it right the first time. So what I might have to do is I might have to add a little bit more water. I think I have enough dry ingredients. I think I'm going to have to add some more wet ingredients, the way it's turning out. So I'm going to go ahead. Yes, I'm going to have to add some more wet ingredients. So I'm going to add another tablespoon of the dish soap. And then we'll add a little bit more water to it too. So adding some more dish soap. And then adding some more water. I'll add just another tablespoon. I think this is a little bit more than 1 cup of sand. That's why I'm having so much trouble right now. All right. Let's see what happens when I stir it some more. There we go. Now this is working a little better. I can see it being moving together, being a little more slimy. Yes, so if like it's too dry and not molding together, which is what the problem I'm having is, you just add more water and a little bit more dish soap. If it's too wet, it's too slimy, it's not sticking together, you're going to add some more cornstarch, which is kind of, the compound helps things stick together. So, oh good, I think some slime is forming in the middle. That's good. Yes, we're getting our slime. Good. Excellent. Okay, and I won't put too much more dry ingredients in here, but I just want to make it so you can see it's kind of flowing, it's kind of moving together. This is very good. Unfortunately, my sand isn't quite turning purple, but it still looks pretty good. And, all right, and then, okay, and then you have your sand slime. See, as you move it together, you can mold it and shape it into different things. And you're probably going to want a napkin on hand because this is pretty messy. But see, it's sticking together. It's not falling apart like sand does. So you can make different things with it. It is a lot of fun. So, that is, and I'll add a little bit more dry ingredients to it to make it have a little bit more shape. Now it's a little too wet, but it still forms its shape, so I don't need too much more. And if the knife's not working and you really just want to get messy, you can just go ahead and mix it with your hands like this. So, anyway, enjoy your sand slime. Alright, so now we're going to make our fluffy slime. And the first thing we're going to do is, this is full of Elmer's glue. And I'm going to add it to an aluminum foil tin. Just make sure it all comes out. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to then measure the cornstarch. And let's see, it says that I need to put 2 tablespoons in there. So let's put 1. And then get 1 more. And 2. Still some glue in the tin. So what I'll do is I'll get my plastic knife to scrape the rest of it out. There we go. There, we're getting it out now. Okay, so after I do that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the shaving cream. And that is going to be the fun part. So let me get that out. And it says 3 cups, so it's kind of hard to measure shaving cream. So I'm just going to put a bunch in there, and then I'm going to just add more if I need it. So here we go, adding the shaving cream. And this is the thing that makes the slime fluffy. Alright, then the next step is we're going to add our food coloring. I'm going to try for purple again. So I'm going to do my blue. And then my red, because both of those colors make purple. And then we're going to mix these ingredients together for a little bit. And then once they're mixed, we're going to add the ingredient that's going to cause the chemical reaction. Look at this nice swirl I'm getting. That is really cool. Yes, make sure all the glue and the cornstarch gets into the mixture. There we go. Yeah, and you can see it's kind of forming together a little bit. The cornstarch is one of the chemicals that helps do that. The other will be the contact lens solution that we'll get to in a minute. Okay. Almost there. We got still got some cornstarch in the around the thing. Here we go. This looks like a nice. Alright, the swirl is gone. Everything is mixed in. Now we're going to add baking soda and contact lens solution. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So here's my 1 tablespoon. Then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of contact lens solution. So let's get it in there. So we got 1. to 3. All right, so this should be enough. Mix it together, and once we do that, it will form the slime. And while I'm doing that, did you know that slime is not a liquid or a solid? Because it changes shape, and slime is made because there's a chemical bonding process between molecules in the glue and molecules in the cornstarch and the contact lens solution. And as you can see, oh, it's forming together. This is looking good, guys. Oh, this is looking very good. And it's a light purple, so it looks a little more purpley than the sand slime at least. And as you can see, it's forming in the middle, so keep mixing together. Oh yes, this is exactly what we want, everyone. Perfect. All right. And then, because I was mentioning that the slime is not a liquid or a solid because it changes shape, and the combination of these molecules make a long chain called polymers, and it's similar to what's found into flexible plastic, and that is why slime stretches and it can bounce, but it doesn't break. So look at our fun new slime that we can play with. And you may have to knead it a little more to get the consistency that you want, but this is very cool and very fluffy. Alright, I hope you had a fun and messy time making those 2 different types of slime. And I just have a couple books that I like to share with you. The first is called Ultimate Slime by Alyssa Jenkins. And this book is amazing. This has so many different types of fun slimes in here. I could just sit here all day telling you what are my favorites, but I think we'll have to go with the fishbowl one. And it's just like has these little cool beads in it, and you can just feel it. And it's just like really different type of slime. And also another type is an avalanche slime. You mix them together and you can get something even better. So loads of fun slimes in here, glittery, metallic, you name it, the slime is in here. And also, did you know that there are some animals that actually do real life slime to protect themselves? And I learned about that in this book called Animal Chemical Contact: Poison, Smells, and Slimes by Susan Mitchell. And the animal that I am talking about specifically is called the hagfish. And the hagfish lives underwater. There's a lot of animals that want to kind of eat it, but when they approach it, do you know that the hagfish can do slime so thick and so much that it can fill an entire bucket? And it's so thick, and for humans it's not poisonous, but to a fish trying to make a meal of the hagfish, it's gonna learn a little something that it doesn't want to. And this book also talks about different other defenses that animals have, like ink and poison, and it's a really fun and interesting read. So thank you again for joining me for the science video. I look forward to sharing more experiments with you soon. Have a good day. Bye.